Welcome back, my people. There is no reason why someone should remain in an abusive relationship at all. It doesn't matter how the person try to manipulate you, because most of us are afraid to come out and say, I don't want again, to someone you are married to. But what we are going through in that relationship, when we stand our ground and say it's like this, people might not even believe that something like that is happening in our life. But due to our culture, I would say it's our culture, we Africans, who say, oh, let me manage. I don't say close your mouth. When someone is not comfortable, the person is going through a lot in a relationship, and you are not saying it. You are not fighting the person who is fighting you, that person who is abusing you in that relationship. You are not doing anything to achieve that freedom. The fight to stop the pain you're taking in every day, the emotional pain, psychological pain, physical pain you're taking every day, and you're just swallowing it and saying, oh, I want to be the good woman. I want to be among the good women. Let people see that I'm a good woman. I can hold on, take all this pain for someone who does not care about you. If someone loves you, the person will never abuse you. Never. The person will make sure you are good. Because that's all that matters in a relationship. When somebody takes you in and say, let's build a family, the person should care about if that thing you guys are doing, if it suits you well, if you're getting yourself, are you all right in this thing we are doing? Not making himself the punisher, and you are the one who is sitting down and receiving the punishment. And my sister, you tell me, oh, it's good, so that people don't hear. Who are the people? The good women are the women who are dead, gone. Some of them couldn't even sit up and tell their stories. I took that decision upon myself. I said, when my abuser is dealing with me, I'm not going to close my mouth. I'm not going to sit around so that they don't say, she called police on her husband. What a terrible woman. Can you imagine that stupid woman called the police on her husband? I would then fold my hand and let my husband use me to turn to punch him back and learn his bosses, all his excesses in abusing someone. He will not practice it on me. I won't do it. I'm not among those good women. There are sometimes when we come out and we say our relationship is terrible, and when we tell people what is happening in our relationship, they will laugh about it, because this one we said is terrible is nothing to compare with what they are going through. It's your decision. Your own personal decision. You decided that this thing you are seeing is not worth living the marriage for or your relationship for. Your decision. You can't decide for another person who just said, I don't like the way he looked at me. For this, I want to go because I don't want it to escalate to him laying hands on me. Because me, I will go for it. But I also understand when there is love, when there are some other sides of this man that covers the bad things that he does. I said it wrong. I don't mean it covers it. I mean, when the good things in this man, the things that he does is much. Things that he do that is more better. What is the right way to say this? Okay, let me say. This man has more good behaviors than he has bad behaviors. The ways he treats me right, the days, times he treats me right is bigger than his little shortcoming, what I can endure, what I can look aside and say, oh, this is his small problem. Let me ignore it. It's not really eating me up, disturbing me like that. Let me leave it. Then it's good. You can say, let me manage this and see if it will change for so many years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Let me see. Your decision. They say, don't come to YouTube and share too much. But the person who is telling you, don't come and share, don't do this, the person do not know what is going on with you, what you are doing to help yourself, what you are struggling with. I took a decision because of some things I have passed through from younger age to now that I am old. things I've witnessed, how people have abused their wives. You hardly can see a woman who is abusing a man. You hardly, it doesn't really happen that much, because a man could just get up and shut you up, do you this, do you that, because he's stronger. He has the power to do that, and this authority that he's a man. But I took some decisions in my life, because I saw people, at least two people I saw, one when I was 10 years and one when I was grown up. I saw how people could deal with their wife, that I asked myself this question: will I ever get married? Each day I go to bed, I say, will I ever in this world get married? Because I was afraid to get married to anybody who will abuse me. It doesn't matter how. And when you look at people, whatever you see them, they are outside. Most men who abuse their wife are the ones who are the nicest, the most polite, the best men in town. I'm a living witness. I know what I'm telling you. The two people I witnessed that abuse their wives, they are the best man. If you sit in your home, you'll be praying, God, why didn't I have this kind of man? These are the men, because when they come outside, they act. They give this, oh, how are you doing? How is the children? How is this? Even people who kidnap you and hide it in the color. The people who handle women roughly, they are the ones who are very nice. In case your mind asks you, why do I talk about women who are abused, who they treat wrong, who their husband do ignore, neglect, whatever? Why do I like to pick this as a topic, and this is like the kind of niche I've chosen to handle? This is because I was 10 years old when my own abuse started. When I knew that when a man handle you, you won't be able to be free. And that broke my heart. And I took that decision. I said, no, that was me being a last victim to this kind of problem. I said, this will never happen in my life again. I went to live with my uncle in Port Harcourt. I remember when I was going, my mother warned me never to go. She gave me all the sign in front of the man, told me, begged me, this is my distant uncle, the same village with me. This is like my brother. This man loves me so much, showed me so much love. All my life, in my village, everybody saying, this is your brother. Everybody saying, you see, your brother is in town. I will live where we are living, deep down inside the village, and I will run to go to their house because they are living in the outer part of the village. And I'll come and greet him. I will be so excited. My uncle, my brother has come in. Then, he took me to Port Harcourt and he dealt with me. Let's leave the story for the other time. A 10-year-old child who came to help you carry your son, because you say you cannot walk, you and your wife, if there's nobody taking care of your son. Come and take care of my son so that you can go to evening school while you take care of my son. I said yes. The maltreatment I got there is not my problem. The problem I have is what made me this person I am today. What made me took that decision and say, no man will abuse me. It's my decision. I can come to national TV and say, he slapped me, he raped me, he beat me. This is exactly what happened. I can call police anytime, any day. Because these men, they don't change. They hardly change. If you have seen anyone that changed, tell me. I've never seen anyone who was abusing his wife who changed. I've not seen. I'm yet to see. This man used to beat his wife. Oh God. I don't need to tell you. It was like every 2 days, 3 days. He's the kind of man that the woman don't answer. They ask you something, you do. At the same time, he's stingy. He always has problem with his wife. You will see. You carry the baby shouting, and he's beating his wife like there's no tomorrow. And tomorrow, he will beg her, buy her things, and they will start the relationship. And if you see, I don't know. If you see them when they are relating to each other, when there's no war between them, you will not believe that these are the couples who were fighting yesterday night. I took my decision. What led to my decision? I'm still going back to. One day I came home for Christmas and I've decided that enough. I'm not going back to this place where I live with this my uncle. I need to stay at home in my parents' house. If we see something to eat, we didn't find school or no school, I will stay in my parents' house. I didn't go there before because I didn't have what to eat or school fees or whatever. I went there to help my uncle because of so much love I have for him, which my parents refused, but I insisted. And they warned me that when it's time that I'll start crying, I want to come back, they're not going to support me, that I must go with him. So when I came back for this Christmas, I said I was not going. Instead of me to tell my parents, I now ran to my maternal home, because the Christmas before then, I tried to struggle small not to go with him. And he now came to my village and he told me that I should come and carry my bag from his house. I went there to carry my bag from his house. He told me my bag is inside the car. I should go to the car, inside the car by this back seat to take my bag. And really, I saw my bag there. When I went into this car to take my bag, he sat close to me and locked the door. I struggled to come out and he asked the driver to move. They drove off. I cried. I pleaded. I begged. I did everything. I shouted on top of my voice. We crossed our house. I cried. I begged. This is how we crossed our village. And he took me to Port Harcourt. So when we got to Port Harcourt, I refused to eat, drink, or play along anything they asked me to do there. They will leave the child for me, the innocent child who didn't do anything. When they will leave the child, I will not talk to the child. That child will come to me, crawl to me, because the child was so used to me and loves me. This 1 year child or so will come to me, come cuddling me, like my attention or so. I will get angry for some time. I'll take care of that child, because who will take care of the child if I do not? When they come back, I'll give them their child and I will reject the child. This went on for a long time until I saw that this my protest wouldn't make them take me home. I gave in. I started living as usual and the maltreatment continued.
How can I ever forget how I was abused by this stranger?
I swore that no man will beat me. No man will hold me hostage. Nobody will maltreat me the way he maltreated his wife and she continued living with him. That was what broke my heart. That was what made me who I am today. That I said, it doesn't matter how long I stay in a relationship. There is nothing, no man on earth that will tell me to not leave that relationship if that relationship wasn't good for me. And I'm suffering in that relationship. I'm being bullied. And the man refused to change. There's no way I will stay in that relationship. And what happened in relationship is that some of these men who abuse you, they are too good in lying, in manipulation, that when they finish dealing with you, they will tell you that they are not wrong. You tell them what you did is wrong. Please, see this thing that you did that is wrong. Change your ways. The person will tell you that he is perfect. They don't show remorse. They don't ask for forgiveness. They don't, I don't know. They tell you that what they did is the right way. That is your fault. This thing happened. They wouldn't have beat you if you didn't do this. As me, you do like this. They wouldn't have yelled. They wouldn't have maltreated you. It's just because you did like this. You're too stubborn. You don't have respect. You're even not rubbing shoulder with me. You are doing like you are above the man. Me and you are doing like you are the man. We are challenging each other. We are fighting. You have no respect for me. They look for things to hold on to make you guilty of that thing they are guilty in. And their mouth is strong. They are used to it. They yell out to you without talking to you like you are their wife. They don't see you as their lover, their wife, their partner. They see you as one, nothing. They don't have any value added to you. And they want you to accept it like this. Sometimes when you start this relationship, you will not know that this will ever happen because of how nice and lovely they will be when they meet you. You will every time swear there's nobody like them. You will do everything. If you need to go to native doctor, you go to native doctor, to pastors, to pray that you want to have this man. You will not know what you're begging for. You will sit in your house and you pray to God. You say, God, I don't want to miss this man. But when you come in, that eye he used to look at you, that friendly, lovely, romantic eye. That way he talks to you and handle your case. We change. You start from looking at it like, yeah, what is it? What is it? Immediately you come, he changes. Yeah, what is it? What do you want? This is the person who used to be nice to you. Immediately he marry you, this will be now his response. What is it? Yeah, don't you know you will do it like this? Why are you asking me that? Come, go away from there. What do you need the money for? Where are you going to? Who is the man who is talking to you? Why are you laughing with the boy? Why are you so nice to the man? Do you like the man? And you have cheated on me? Well, let me check your phone. All this kind of thing will start appearing. Initially, you will think this is a joke. Oh, it's not like that. You're taking it light. You wouldn't know it's something serious. So it's good for you that when you start seeing these things, you don't understand why he is reacting like that. This is already a sign. Why is he reasoning like this? It's a sign to tell you that there'll be trouble. In case you start seeing this thing when you've not entered the marriage, they've not paid your bride price, no wedding, that you start seeing this, that you're asking yourself, why is he reasoning like this? Why is he accusing you? No, it's not the way it's happened. This little misunderstanding, you are asking this question, you're doing something, the response you're getting is not matching to what you expect to hear. Start running in time before it's too late for you. Mostly if you're the type who is ashamed to say you are going. Oh, so that people don't say that my marriage did not work out. People who are dead, who are under the floor, they didn't have the chance to say their marriage did not work out. It's somebody who the marriage will not work out. Not dead people. Somebody who is alive. It's a person who will stand and say, oh, my marriage did not work out. You talk to this person. You try to preach. Try to advise this person. The way you're treating me is not good. The person do not want to listen. This person who doesn't want you to talk to any man, look at any man, smile at any man, be nice to men, and he's every time hanging around girls and say because he's the man, he can do everything he wants, he can dance with the girl, do everything, and you shouldn't say anything. You have no right. You are a woman. How dare you talk to me like this? But other people talk to him like this, it seems right. Simply because he wants to get you down. He wants to bully you, make you fear him, that you wouldn't have the chance to talk. You wouldn't have the chance to ask him or say something. That's why every time you see them, they're blinking, what? They're shouting at you. The way soldiers even don't shout to their junior soldier like this to make you fear. They want to instill that fear in you, that before you talk to them, you'll be shaking. When you see them, you're frightened. This will help you not to run away or tell people what is wrong. This is also why you see these people who abuse people, they don't want you to relate to people much. They don't want to hear you have a girlfriend, you have anybody, there's somebody you're related, they're just having so close relationship with the person. They don't want to hear it because they don't want you to tell somebody or allow people to come to their house so that the person will not see what is happening in your life, how they are dealing with you. Always have this in your mind. When the person starts saying, no, don't go, let the person not come, the man is up to something and he wants to hide that in his doing. Another point is, when someone who is abusing you and telling you that that abusement he's giving you, that him abusing you is right, then since it's so right, why is he afraid of people knowing that thing he's doing? Think about it. What the person is doing is so right. It's nothing bad. But he's afraid of you telling it to somebody. Just tell him mistakenly, oh, the other day you slapped me, the way you're talking to me, I told my mother, I told one neighbor about it. You see how he reacts? He doesn't want you to tell anybody. And if you're smart, if you see that this person is like this, the best thing is for you to go. Just leave the place without carrying nothing. Just run where the person will not see you. This is the best way of divorcing somebody, you getting out. Because if you go and start telling people and they start discussing, and this person is the higher part of this, the people who are extremely abusive, you might be a hostage that people won't even have time to come and ask you, have the opportunity to come and see you and find you before you get in much trouble, or before he will kill you, because he will do everything to hide his shame, to hide that he did that to you. He will do everything to see that people did not hear that something like this happened, that he did it. I keep asking myself, when somebody is abusing someone and you know that abusing that person is wrong, why are you doing it? Why are you doing that thing you are doing that you are ashamed for people to hear? You don't want people to hear, to suspect, to even think that you did this, but you did it and you're still doing it. Why? Why is it like that? These men who abuse people, they are the people that when you call them and the woman and say, let's discuss what happened, you bring people off and you start discussing this thing, he will deny everything and say, it never took place. So when you see how he reasoned already, there's no need to even call him to come and table matter, and this is wasting of time because you are not going to have any chance to say this is what he did, and he's not going to ever accept it. He's even going to do the acting now, the more denial than he used to do in front of you. So you have to be careful. Only you can save yourself in this thing that is going on in your life, that you're hiding from people, that you don't want people to hear or see, that you are in abusive relationship. There's nothing to shame about this. You did not decide to see this man as someone who is abusive and you say, let me stay with him because I know he's the devil and he's not ever going to change, because you thought he's a good person, he loves you, he has decided to marry you because he wants to have a wife. You never knew he needed someone to abuse. He needed somebody to belittle, to have someone like his dog. He can punish anyhow and do anyhow he like. There's no way you could see this before you enter into that place. And if it's a mistake that you're not proud of, you will say, I'm ashamed that people will say, I make this mistake, for that, let me die in it. That's very wrong. Because even if you knew, that man must marry somebody in this world. So see yourself as a victim and correct your wrong by finding a way to leave that relationship instead of dying and suffering yourself every time. Why would you want to live a kind of life that you live like someone who has signed a signature and say, this is our agreement, I want to be here with you, and your duty is to torture me and I will take the suffering? Why? Just to please somebody who will never be grateful for that, what you're doing for him, who doesn't even know. He thinks it's right. He doesn't know why he should understand that he should be beating you. You know already that the person is sick, that you cannot help that person, and you are not Jesus. You can't die for somebody who is not ready to die for you. Have you ever seen where somebody, the abuser, when they make him small pain, that he was beating you, something happened to him, you need to see how he cried, how he worries about this thing that you let happen to his body. He doesn't want to take any pain, any uncomfortability, anything that will make him pain. He doesn't want to have it at all. But that is what he's giving to you. Just like when you accuse him of what he is not, he gets crazy. But every day he said it's your fault. He's accusing you of what you did not do, laying blames on you. You took it and you're still with him, but you cannot do that to him. Have you asked yourself, why is it like that? That he don't want to have this thing he's giving to you, since it's very okay that he can do you wrong. He can never have it. This is why some of them, when they put them in police station, they look for how to bribe person and come out. They do everything to see that they come out of that place, because they themselves cannot be that thing they made you. The prison they made you. They want to be every time comfortable. Why? Have you asked yourself why you want to die for somebody who you did not know before? You were having your good life, living comfortably, having your dreams of how you're going to marry somebody and have a very wonderful life, unique life, have rest of mind, and all that you dream. This woman, you cannot even say where you met him, is coming to take it all away, use it and give you nothing, destroy your life, make you nothing. Your life, you no longer live your life how you want to live it. It's just like you're not existing. You're just existing for being slave for this person, and your life is just wasted like that. Is this what you come to this earth to get? And these people who do this thing, they don't want to see that you have good things, that you make yourself good, take time to take care of yourself. They say, it's like you have a boyfriend, who are you making this up for? Where are you going to? They feel so intimidated and inferior when they see that you're making yourself fine. Everything you do intimidates them. But there are still these people who will leave the women who look anyhow, and they go and pick the most pretty, the most dominant women who can stand on their own, who knows what they want, women who are intelligent, who are good in school, who have learn good professions, and they want to take them and waste them. Those women who have learned good profession, they want to take them out from there and waste them. And these men, they will see women who are so low in opinions, who doesn't have any idea what to tell them or share with them. They will leave them. They will go for the intelligent ones who will have something to say and help other men who would have used them to succeed in life, who they would have joined together, joined ideas together and build something good for their life. They will want to waste this person who is like this instead of taking someone who will sit down and look. Why? Because they want to bring that one whose eyes has tear and make her that thing what they want the person to become. They don't want to take the one that is already quiet, who have not seen anything, who is dull, and leave her that way she is and make whatever it is out of that person. They want to use the one that has already worked so hard to become something and bring her and turn her to nothing. Why? Have you asked yourself like that? Because they themselves, in themselves, they feel so inferior. They have no esteem. They have so low esteem. They want to, that thing they're doing to you to make them feel like something, like they've got power, because they are weak. This is why. Because they feel like nothing. They think in them, they don't have values. If they don't do this thing, they don't feel like a man. This is what makes them a man. And anybody who is trying to use force on you to do something, if the person was something, there is nothing that's going to make that person try to show you what he is, because you will see it, what he is, and he knows what he is. There's no need to force somebody, beat somebody, play a god over the person to become something or to feel something, because in him there's nothing. It doesn't matter how big he is, how tall, how strong, how well built the person is. Inside that person, the person is empty. Or some of them who have already destroyed in their house because their parents couldn't live a good life, show their children love, show their wife love, and they copy it. They think a woman is something you bring the woman and say, yeah, go here, come here, yeah, come back, yeah, do this. They think this is what woman is all about. So when you meet this person, try the person, tempt the person to know which place the person belongs to, so that you don't come in and you start crying. And when you are the kind of woman who say no to them, they keep preaching and telling everybody, you don't know my wife is bad. Some of them who will say, yeah, I will live here with you 100 years, but you cannot put me inside your pocket. You can't snip me inside your nose. You wouldn't put me to a bottle and lock me. They say the woman is so bad, terrible woman. I don't know where I met my wife. She's drawing me back. She's wasting my money. But they go outside, they saw other women who their husband have let to dress well, do some things they want to do, achieve whatever she want to achieve, and they like her, they smile with the person, but they want their own to be nixed, so that person don't have the confidence. They want to wipe everything away from you that will make you feel like yourself and feel good and say, oh, I'm a woman, I am on top of the world, I'm unbeatable, I'm fit, I'm capable. They want to take all those away from you so that you wouldn't be confident enough to say something to them or challenge them when they ask you to do that. If it's possible, they want to take away the TV from you, the radio, just hide you in a place so that you'll be so local, you won't see, you won't hear. Anyways, I'm also writing a song about this, about somebody who saw a woman who knows what is going on, a modern woman who is who knows everything that's happening in this world, that there's no way you can hide this woman. But the man who wants to abuse her took her and want to make her nothing. That's the next song I'm working on now. Is it good like that? So we have to be careful. I sometimes stay and ask myself, how do you live? How will you live and say, I'm comfortable in this kind of relationship? So because of this, as I'm growing up, I put my marriages, whichever I'm going to marry, because I know that whoever I'm going to marry, that each time I'm going to check myself and see, am I getting what I want in this relationship? I must not be getting money, gold or silver, but am I getting what I need as being free? Because freedom in it all matters to me than any other thing, than what money can buy. I say, each time I have to control myself. I say, from this time to this time, did I get all the freedom I have? Whenever I'm not getting the freedom, I'll have no choice than to leave that marriage. Because You cannot marry somebody who has followed you to better his life, but at the end, you strip the person of the freedom and the person becomes a prisoner in your house. Whenever it's not going like that for me, I will better leave that relationship. This is why I'm not afraid of marrying the 28th man or the 56th man, because I know I'm going to get married. I'm going to have a family. I'm going to have someone who will stand there by me till my last day. If death did not take that person away from me, not because I left that one marriage and I went one place and stayed as a single woman, simply because I want to die in one marriage that is killing me. I want to stay there in one man place and die, because if not this man, every other man in the world has finished. We just have to be careful what we make out of our life. This life we come in it is only one time we come here. Why should we sacrifice this life God has given us and live in a place that we feel so terrible, so horrible? When we check our life, what the man is dealing with us, oh God, how he's dealing with us, we ask ourselves, why did we come to this world? We don't want to go and do prostitution. We don't want to go into slavery. We are praying that human slavery and trafficking should go away. When we have used our hand and signed agreements and we stay inside it every day in our normal life, usual life, day-to-day life, that nobody is holding you, and we stay there and we're making suffering and smiling. Ourselves, nobody's holding us hostage. There are no guards outside. Why are we doing this to ourselves in this 2025? Why? And sometimes we women, we fall so much stupidly in love. So stupidly in love. Dutch will say, with closed ears and closed eyes. And we say, because we love him. Why are you suffering in love for somebody who do not love you? There's nobody who abuses you, who loves you. Forget what they tell you. They every time tell you, oh, I love you. You know I love you. It's a lie. A man who loves a woman wouldn't lay his hands on him. Wouldn't put her in a place that will make her uncomfortable. Wouldn't yell at her. Wouldn't do anything that will pain the person. But every day we say, he loves me. He loves me. He doesn't love you, nothing. So it's high time you open your eyes and differentiate between this love and abuse. Know what is happening in your life. Check what real love is, what real relationship is. Read about it, watch it, and see what it's all about, and know what is happening to you. And forget what people will say. What people will say. Let what people will say not bring it to your early grave. What, even when your parents, your own parents say that if you don't marry this man, they will disown you. You let them disown you when you are alive. If somebody who is alive, they will disown. Your village people, the meeting people, you will not come to mothers. Where's this Catholic and Anglican lesson? This mother group, the guild, whatever they do in the church, they will take you away from it for leaving your husband. As mean they can play you video for you to see people who have died in this thing. At least I know 2 people. One from my direct relation and one from my village who died because of this kind of thing. From beating. And the ones that are sick. I know. From friends to people I know. Why would you do this to yourself? This plastic smile of living fake life that people say, wow, you people are having a good marriage. When you are not. Every day you stay there and you're thinking of a marriage that is working well. The one you will never have. The one you yourself denied yourself because you hate yourself so much. You hate yourself and you love that person more than you love yourself. How can you love someone who brings you suffering? Someone who hates you so much that if you're not penning, the person does not love it. Why do you love that person more than you love yourself? Why do you hate yourself? You're trying to tell me that when they want to give back to you, that the parents of you came to each other and said, let's go inside and we make this child for this abuser. And when the child grow up, we train the child, suffer, finish after training her, and we dash in the child to do with the child whatever he wants. Because he has money, he has army, they will look for me everywhere. Run to Medugri, run to Karanchan, run to where he will never find you. Go, run and live like a tout. If he has money, try to gather the money. Be smart however you can. Gather the money, how much you can gather. Get an account. Put it there, save it for some time. Hide it however you can hide the money. And When it's time, you leave him, take one card and disappear. Before he see, do it like you do people 419. Before he can know you have it, you transfer it to another account or whatever. Get it however you can. Share it to many accounts before they find under fake name when it's possible. Or pay people to help you. Pay people to help you do it. Arrange people, arrange another organization that will help you do it, that when you do it, he wouldn't have say, he wouldn't have the power to catch you. Because it's not good you're running, he catch you, because next time when you try to escape, you wouldn't have time to escape. So when you make this escape plan, you're going to make it today. Oh, you're going to make the best escape plan ever. You're going to make plan like somebody who's trying to escape from prison. Because you know that when you are caught, there'll be no chance for you to escape again. Don't be his donkey. Don't let him use you anyhow he wants. It's all your decision. I took that decision. I said, no, it won't happen to me. Because I see this. This is real. Every time women go into kitchen and crying, you're crying. Every time you're crying because in the hidden place, because the man you marry will not console you. What kind of life is that? After I say you come to this life, oh, I come to the life, I enjoy myself. What enjoyment is that? If people see you in party, you're dancing, laughing, jumping up and down. When you are dying, you are dead as you are because of the pains you go through. And this is worse in African countries. Sorry to say this. This is worse among the Africans. I've married a white person. I've been among the white people. This intimidation, harassment, you don't have rights. They will not tell you don't have right, you have right. But this, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. It's too much in countries that are not Westerners. It's too much. Worst part of it, they will come and have affairs outside. They will marry another woman and join to you, and you should not say anything. When anything you want to say, they say is respect. What has you going to marry another woman, bringing into our relationship or our matrimonial home, and I'm saying it's not good? You tell me respect. What has respect got to do with this your offense? If you have respect, you will take it. You will not judge. You will not do this. After we're African people, yes. Most things our men preach about African people is that thing that favors men more than favors women. They know it's like the pastors preach this New Testament. They know it. Bring it, give it shall be given up to you. Bring it, good tidings, what. They know every right men have that intimidates, that finish the women. They know it. That's what they preach, the right. Everybody forgot the right that the woman have to say, I want you to marry a woman or not. I can't remember the year. My father also married a second wife. My father married a second wife. My mother had to force that second wife on him. Simply because we don't have any brother at all. We were all girls. We don't have any brother. My mother begged everybody, begged us, forced my father to have somebody so that when we marry, who thought we would come to abroad? My mother was thinking, when we marry, so that our children will have a place they call maternal home. That is for a reason. Why don't my father go and say, I want to marry by force, by fire. I am the man. After all, my wife gave birth to 7 girls and this, that. All the years. Why didn't my father go? He doesn't know his right. He's so weak. He's afraid of my mother or what? You will not hear what your wife said that will be good for you people. Because so that people don't say. It's still these same abusers. They're every time afraid of what people will say. Afraid of, they will say my wife is ruling me. If you are a man and you know the right thing to do, you know that you are special, you are great as a man, you won't be afraid of somebody saying your wife will rule you, because you know your wife will not rule you. It's the weak ones who are saying the wife will rule you, so that they don't say my wife is the one ruling me. How will your wife rule you? Where will she start to rule you? That my wife is controlling me. Why will your wife control you? How? How can your wife be able to control you? Use the weakness to spoil relationships, spoil women's life, and turn them into slavery, and turn them into another thing. Take care of the woman, no. Provide for the woman, no. But you abuse the woman anyhow. You add value to a woman who is training your children, who is taking care of you, who cleans the house, who cook your food, who wash your clothes. God have mercy on all the men who abuse their woman. because you have mercy on them and give them a change of mind before it's too late. This is why when they are old, the woman will start treating them bad. You say, because that time they are weak. You say, why is the woman ignoring the man? The man has been lying here full of mess. He messed himself up. Nobody's giving him food. Nobody's cleaning because of what he committed when that woman was begging him. Some of the women who are bad also say, what's the need of even going? I will stay here with you. And this you did me, you're going to pay. You see one thing, men should be afraid of women. Somehow, I'm sorry to say this. Men should be afraid of women because women, there's a way you will punish them and make them something. If they decide to sacrifice themselves for you and wait for you wherever they're waiting for you, what will come out of it? You won't believe it. The woman can be weak because she loves you, because she can't fight you. But when she waits you somewhere, you can deal with a woman for years, and the woman decides to wait for you somewhere. Say, this is where I will have you. When she finishes, you won't believe it. A woman can even be under your roof that you're doing all this and be doing things you don't like. You say, you're abusing the woman, she's doing things you don't like. You won't believe it's that woman. So it's better for us to treat our woman good. Anybody who is not treating the wife good or the husband, the person is taking a very bad risk. Very, very huge risk that the outcome, you might not know what it will be. Let's all just be careful. Very, very careful the way we abuse our woman. Very careful. This is so wrong. Very wrong. But never you be ashamed. Never you be ashamed, any atom of shame, reluctant to go and say to somebody, your life is in danger. The way this man is abusing me, the way he's beating me, the pain is too much. It doesn't matter if it's emotional pain, physical pain. Say it. Do something about it. Help yourself, because it's only you who can help yourself. Nobody can help you. Nobody else can help you if not you yourself. Thank you so much. I hope this video helps you. I hope this video makes you take that decision you have never taken. Poverty does not kill. Not living in a mansion does not kill. Your children not going to school for now does not kill. The only thing that kills is you letting people hit you. Pains that is in your heart. Nothing destroys like it. And I remember one other thing. What is wrong in African countries about divorce, about a woman who is abused not wanting to go, is about the fact that they want to take her children away from her. When the woman remember that, they will say, leave your children and go. The woman says, how can I leave my children and go? Like me, I can't leave my children and go. I can never give you my children, not for anything. Nothing will make me give you my children. So I better take my children around to a country that has no name and suffer and make like a mad person on the street and go without having food and water than to leave my children for you. I will never do that. It's painful, eh? It's painful when you stay in a place that you know that you cannot just break free and save yourself from the situation you're in. Then you will know why I'm going crazy and angry about this thing. Until you are there, you will know what I went through. Thank you guys so much. My name is Joma Subro. Thank you. See you guys next time. Bye. Bye.